the whole deal of the Trump campaign getting their bushes and knots over Hillary Clinton calling half of his followers or supporters deplorables. People forget that, or sometimes people forget because he's done so many horrible things, they forget some of the horrible things Trump did. Like he spent a couple years going around the country saying Barack Obama wasn't an American citizen. Right? Want to see his want to see his long-form birth certificates. Remember, he had detectives in Hawaii, and you can't believe what they're finding out. What they're finding out is you get great rates in the off season.
Yeah.
And so Mike Pence had to go on, and he had to. So they're trying to do this. Here's their onslaught of coming after Hillary. They finally got something they can go after. She said half of the Trump supporters are deplorables. You're attacking Americans. She's really just attacking deplorable people. And but here's what Mike Pence goes on, and then he's forced to.
And she should apologize and retract the entire statement without qualification.
Should Donald Trump apologize to President Obama for suggesting he wasn't born in the United States? Because you know he was born in Hawaii. Should he publicly just say to the president once and for all, sorry, I know you were born in Hawaii?
We're just not talking about that issue.
Oh, my God.
Can I just show you how flip-floppy I am? I sure like that Wolf Blitzer guy.
He's great, isn't he?
He's phenomenal.
That Wolf really
Going
does.
after Pence? Boy, he's on target today. Here's the deal. It's obvious that this guy doesn't have, and I'm talking about Pence here, he doesn't have any morals. He just doesn't have any morals. This is proof. It's proof positive.
Yeah.
All of the guys and women who are defending Trump and his actions and his behavior and his shit and his lies and his bullshit, they have no morals. That's not a dumb guy.
Right.
He knows that Trump lied to the American people about sending people to Hawaii. That was a lie, too. Trump doesn't. If Trump spends a penny on something, which is almost never, he will prove it to you.
Yep.
That's how he functions.
No, you are correct. Good.
So
that's insightful.
It's easy to figure out when he's telling a lie. When Trump is telling a lie, he's not showing you proof. Anytime his mouth is open, he's not telling you the truth. That's all you need to know. So this Pence thing is just bizarre to me. And
well, it's almost as if he just said to Wolf Blitzer, "Wolf, you understand we have a double standard."
That's exactly what he said.
That's pretty much what he said. Wolf, you understand that if I answered your question, it would reveal us to be complete hypocrites. And by the way, that's rude of you to do, Wolf. This is cable news. You're not supposed to confront your guest. I came all the way down here.
We're here to destroy Trump's opponent, not my guy. So, listen, at the end of the day, it's also important. I always want to say this when I find myself on a show talking about this. Mm-hmm. Who began the Trump is a Muslim thing? You know who?
That Obama's a Muslim?
Yeah, who started it? The birtherism is started by Clinton.
Oh my God!
Did you know this? They did start it.
They put out that picture of him wearing the Kenyan garb. Remember that?
They started it.
It was the Clintons who did that, and then the Clintons also. Hillary Clinton said that why she wasn't going to drop out of the primary because Bobby Kennedy was assassinated in California in June, so anything could happen. Yeah. And then Trump says almost something similar. People go crab but wait a minute. So it is weird.
And you know, Hillary and her people knew he was not Muslim. They were playing. They were playing a card,
and they would ask her. When they asked her and him, do you think that he's a Christian? They would go, well, I take him at his word, which is also a coded way.
It's key. It's bullshit. It's just it's a way to say,
I mean, so let me ask both of you: do you share my frustration, the ardent atheists? Do you share my frustration with the left really falling down that they coalesce behind this flawed candidate, Hillary Clinton? Like, what? Anybody would have been better than her. We're literally sweating out this election with the frickin' orangutan, and who's a clown. And let me disguise it. He doesn't even want to be president, and she can't beat him. She's neck and neck in the polls with him. Are you upset as I am with the Democrats and the Democratic Party? Let me go to you, Heather.
I just feel lost and helpless. Like nothing I can do is going to change any of this. I'm just kind of swept up in the ocean of everything that's going on here. And so I'm watching this whole thing break down on the news. It's on the news every day. That's all I can fucking talk about.
It's my fault. I play it. I can't stop watching.
I feel lost and sad and helpless. There's nothing I can do.
I wonder if I'm
here.
contributing to your depression, and I don't mean to by any stretch, but I'm going to answer your question too, Jimmy, and it's different, totally different answer than
really?
my partner Heather. The fact of the matter is, to me, it's a joy to watch this horrible train wreck.
You're taking the George Carlin perspective?
I am a Carlin-esque guy when it comes to politics. Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
These are kings and queens.
Yes.
They mean nothing to me. I do my podcast, I have sex with my girlfriends, I eat my fucking dinner, and I watch my TV.
Yeah, but what about the children? What about the future?
Yeah, she sits next to me on the couch watching this guy with hair, cotton candy, piss-colored hair, laughing at him. That's it, writing jokes with me. She sits on the couch writing jokes with me. I have no personal connection whatsoever. I have no concern or worry. I'll even go this far for you, Jimmy. I don't give a fuck if I will vote. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to vote. I'm going to cast my vote. I'm going to participate to the tiny 1/1 degree that I'm able to. But on a personal level, I don't give a shit if Trump gets in. Then we are going to watch the Trump channel 24/7 in my house until the train completely drives off the cliff because it doesn't affect my life. These kings and queens have no effect on my life. I don't have a kid in the military. If you have a kid in the military, you don't have the luxury I have right now, okay?
Right.
I get that. I'm a guy with a kid in entertainment. I'm okay. Our little corner of the world ain't touched at all by any of this.
Bastard.
So I don't give a shit, and it's a joy to watch these idiots and the assholes act like morons and fuckheads.
I'm with you 95%.
Yeah?
See,
I wouldn't have guessed that about you. You seem so... I know you do a bit and a shtick, and you're a guy who does this for a living here. The politics...
I'm in it. You know, I'm in it. I really want to... In fact, I want to become more of an activist. I want to have more of an effect on things. I want to fight for things. And it really kind of... Bernie Sanders got me feeling more like that. Mm-hmm. And I will say that there is... You know, I'm a rail against corporatism and the way the Democrats got in bed with Wall Street.
That's where you and I kind of part ways a little.
And so, yeah, so I'm railing. I'm like, I wish we had two parties again. One which was for the workers, one for the businesses, so then we have a compromise instead of two parties in bed with businesses and there's no compromise with them. So that's what so my point. So in that sense, it's like, the puppet on the left, the puppet on the right, which is what Bill Hicks used to say, which is very true. Because when Barack Obama got elected, he didn't push a lefty health care. He pushed the righty health care. And so what we got was, my joke was, it was important to vote last time because if Mitt Romney got elected, we were going to get Romney care. But Barack Obama got elected, so we got Romney care.
Yeah.
So whatever the corporation, but we do have Romney care now, or Obamacare, which is a big deal. Now I can get help. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to go worry about getting health care because I have a pre-existing condition, but which, that's being over 40. I don't know how you get to be 40 without nobody has a pre-existing condition.
I have nothing yet.
You don't have anything?
52, nothing.
You're kidding.
No,
He
knock
doesn't
on
take
wood.
any medication or anything.
Zero.
Nothing.
No.
Nothing.
That's
rock hard every morning. Nothing.
So
I don't even need the Viagra.
I'm sure if Trump was elected or Hillary, there would be a little bit. I don't know how much of a difference actually, because Trump's actually to the left of her on TPP. It's such a messed up thing right now. We don't have a representative government. We have a government that represents donors, not voters. And that's the big problem. And that's what Bernie was trying to break. And except half the Democrats said, fuck you. We want to keep it for our donors. And they got behind Hillary Clinton and they rigged the system so she would win. Why would you do that? Why would you rig the system if you thought she was the stronger candidate? Which she is. That was the whole thing. They're going, no, she's the stronger candidate. No, she's not.
So you wouldn't have to.
Then why do you have to rig it? Why do you have to put your thumb on the scale? Why can't you let everybody vote?
There's this philosophy that I've heard many times. There was a certain point in time when the Beatles were kind of at their peak or maybe coming down the other side of it, where if you put it to a vote, kill the Beatles, America would have voted to kill the Beatles. And by that, I mean, they thought that they were dangerous. They thought that they were hurting America. They thought that they were giving bad ideas to the kids.
Oh, sure, the rock and the roll.
Right? So when it comes to, I struggle with this. My libertarian friends talk about this with me, and I struggle with it. But if you just let America vote the way, like if it was just all count every vote and figure something out, you and I, Heather and I as atheists, would not be allowed to have that show we have. They would take it away from us. And that's the problem with democracy in the purest sense.